because now I'm like shocked that I actually do know a Pink Floyd song. Hi everyone, it's Ashlena. Welcome back to my channel. I am still going down the Pink Floyd rabbit hole. To all of you who are new here or are just joining, I am reacting to The Wall, but I have reacted to a ton prior if you're interested in checking them out. All right, let me run through it because I always get a lot of comments during one of my reactions saying, you should check this album out. And I'm like, I've already done it, so I want to inform you. So the first thing I did was listen to David Gilmour doing Comfortably Numb. That introduced me to the world of Pink Floyd. Then I listened to Shine On You Crazy Diamond live, which was insane, and I thoroughly enjoyed it and started off going down the album rabbit hole. So the first album I did was Dark Side of the Moon, and then I went right into Wish You Were Here, which led me down the path of doing Animals. Then I've done Metal, and now it's time for The Wall. Now listen, a lot of people have told me that I should watch the movie first. I know you're new here, so I'm going to let you know I'm not a movie girl, you know? I'm just not into movies, not really big on TV shows. If I can watch them in the background and do other things, I'm down. But if I have to focus, you're going to lose me. But there are a lot of movies I love, and there are a lot of TV shows that I love as well. But lately, things aren't doing it for me. But listen, I will watch The Wall, and I might do a video telling you my thoughts. But I understand that if I do watch it, this album will make more sense. So I plan on doing that at some point. All right, so this is a really long album. It's about an hour and 20 minutes. So let's get into it. And then I'm going to kind of take a break from the Pink Floyd reactions unless they're like a one-off song. I won't be doing any more full albums for a while just because I honestly don't have the time. But I've been really, really excited to listen to this because I really just don't know where this band is going to go on this album. And I feel like every album has been its own little journey. I've been listening to a couple of songs from each album, and I do have my favorites, but as a full album, I think Metal is probably my favorite. So go check out that reaction and let's get into The Wall. Okay, before we start, I just want to read this really quickly. Pink Floyd's The Wall is one of the most intriguing and imaginative albums in the history of rock music. Since the studio's album's release in 1979, the tour of 1980 and 81, and the subsequent movie of 1982, The Wall has become synonymous with, if not the very definition of the term, concept album. Orally explosive on record, astounding complex on stage, and visually explosive on the screen, The Wall traces the life of the fictional protagonist Pink Floyd from his boyhood days in post-World War II England to his self-imposed isolation as a world-renowned rock star, leading to a climax that is cathartic and it is destructive. The character's name comes from a joke about the early days of the band when at performances the club management would ask, okay, which one of you is Pink then? Funnily enough, this only became a Pink Floyd album rather than a Waters solo project because the band lost millions of dollars in an accounting scam in the fall of 1978. Attaching the Floyd name to the project brought a much-needed advance of £4.5 million. Interesting. So Waters wanted this basically to be a solo album. Waters attached, Floyd's name to it because they needed the advance of $4 million to get out of that accounting scam. That's crazy. I don't think a single person told me about an accounting scam. Okay. All right, let's listen to the first song. As always, I am reading along with the lyrics on Spotify, and this song is called In the Flesh? ? It's so quiet. Oh, dear Jesus. Drums are cool.
show. To feel the warmth, we love confusion, that space cadet glow. Tell me, is something eluding you, sunshine? Is this not what you expected to see? If you wanna find out what's behind these cold eyes, you'll just have to claw your way through this disguise.
Okay, let me pause. Oh, babies are crying in the next song. God help me. Okay, In the Flesh. I don't know why, you guys, but it reminded me of this song, and don't come for me, okay? Don't come for me. Now, you tell me if you hear a similarity or am I just crazy, but I literally got Happy Gilmore vibes from this, says the girl who doesn't watch a lot of movies. This part, I don't know why, but that's all I could hear in my head when this song was playing. And I'm just thinking to myself, is like Lynyrd Skynyrd Pink Floyd fans? Like, cool, but I don't know why it sounded like that to me. All I heard was this. Like, obviously it's not the same, but like a couple more notes and a little bit of a melody change. Yeah, okay, it doesn't sound the same, but that's what it reminded me of, and that was so weird. I actually dig that song. It's not bad. I like it as an opener to an album. I'm a sucker for full albums, and I love an intro song that really brings you in, and this one does. It's kind of great lyrically too. So it says, so you thought you might like to go to the show to feel the warm thrill of confusion, that space cadet glow. Tell me, is something eluding you, sunshine? Is this not what you expected to see? If you want to find out what's behind these cold eyes, you'll just have to claw your way through this disguise. Lights, turn on the sound effects. Action, drop it on them, drop it on them. I kind of dig this as an intro. It's a good song. I really don't have anything bad to say about it. I loved the beginning. The beginning was super quiet, and then it scared the shit out of me, obviously, but I really liked the guitar in this song. It sounded so good. Hopefully it doesn't scare me again. Okay, we're good. Then this. Just that alone, I was like, I'm in. I'm here for this. I dig it. It's a great song. It's a great song. Okay, let's go into Thin Ice and see why there are babies crying.
Mama loves her baby, and Daddy loves you too.
Is this like the beginning of everything?
See, they look warm to you, baby. The sky may look blue.
I'm gonna turn this up. This is pretty. Skating!
On the thin ice of modern life.
His voice is great.
Dragging behind you the silent reproach of a million tear-stained eyes. Don't be surprised when a crack in the ice appears under your feet. You slip out of your depth and out of your mind, with your fear flowing out behind you as you claw the ice.
This is good. Okay, so it's going into the next song. So let's just hold on a second. Okay, the Thin Ice, it's like, you have that main introduction and then you have kind of like the birth of whoever the story is really about. The baby is so cute. I just can't. As a mom, I just don't want to hear babies crying because my ovaries start to hurt. If you should go skating on the thin ice of modern life, dragging behind you the silent reproach of a million tear-stained eyes, don't be surprised when a crack in the ice appears under your feet. You slip out of your depth and out of your mind, with your fear flowing out behind you as you claw the thin ice. I feel like this is just kind of stating like, welcome to the world. If you go skating through this thing that we call life, don't be surprised that there's going to be some problems along the way or some addictions along the way. Some, just it's not going to be perfect. And you need to be able to really figure it out. These lyrics specifically, it's like you're slipping out of your depth and out of your mind. You're losing your shit basically, with your fear flowing out behind you as you claw the thin ice. Like you're just trying to get back to the surface kind of thing. Yeah, it's wild. It's a wild song. It's such a short song. I'm so confused by this band. They have such long songs and such short songs. But I understand this album is like a huge story. And so it makes sense to have shorter songs to kind of, get every topic you want out there. So we'll continue to see where this is going. But yeah, I dig this song too. I love the guitar work in it. I love just the messaging. I think it's really neat. All right, so Thin Ice, I dig it. Let's listen to the end of Thin Ice and go into the next song, which is Another Brick in the Wall, Part 1. And I feel like a lot of people are telling me I know this song, so I guess we're going to find out. So trippy.
Dad is flown across the ocean, leaving just a memory.
Why does this sound like we don't need no education? I don't see those lyrics in this at all, but I'm assuming that's where that song came from. Is it just me? I have a really big problem with hearing a song and then finding the same melody in another song and knowing it, and it's a curse. But it also brings up these great questions during reactions to see if you guys are hearing the same thing. But anyways, let's start it again. I like how it begins. It's trippy, but it's kind of sick.
Dad is flown across the ocean.
It's so cool how they layer everything.
Leaving just a memory.
Those Those vocal layers are fire.
A snapshot in the family album. Daddy, what else did you leave for me? Daddy, what you leave behind for me?
This is literally the same melody as that song. Am I losing my mind?
All was just a break in the wall. All in all, it was all just breaks in the wall.
Those kids? This is a vibe. Oh my God, their transitions are so fucking beautiful. Okay, let's talk about this song. Another brick in the wall. It sounds to me, the dad's leaving. I don't know where he's going. Maybe he's going to work. Maybe he's going to war. Who knows? The question, Daddy, what'd you leave behind for me? It kind of feels like this man is not coming back for some reason. But all in all, it was just a brick in the wall. Okay, I feel like I'm an idiot and maybe We Don't Need No Education is actually Pink Floyd. Because there's no way that that melody isn't the same. And I know they have 3 parts, so I feel like we're going to get to that point. I just don't know which one it is. So that's interesting. Okay, I'm going to continue because now I'm like shocked that I actually do know a Pink Floyd song. But I feel like I only know that song because it was in like so many movies. And I never really looked up who sang it. You know what I mean? So I feel like everybody knows the lyrics to that song. Okay, let's carry on to the end of Another Brick in the Wall, part 1, and go into the happiest days of our lives. Helicopter, huh? Is this like the dad leaving? What? Okay.
pouring their derision upon anything we did, exposing every weakness, however carefully hidden by the kid.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going because I feel like this is the part of the song I know for another Brick in the Wall part 2, just by seeing the lyrics.
We don't need no education.
I had no idea this was Pink Floyd.
We don't need no thought control. No dark sarcasm in the classroom. Teacher, leave them kids alone.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even think I've heard this song in full.
Hey! Teacher, leave them kids alone.
The song is fire though. I've always liked this song.
All in all, it's just another brick in the wall. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall.
Oh my god, I love the frickin' British accent. Just the way they say certain words, it's so cool. There's something really creepy about a bunch of kids singing though. Hello. I have chills because it's so creepy, but I love it. Yeah, I've never heard this part. So good.
If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? You don't eat your meat. Yes. Can't you behind the great shed? Can you have any pudding? Stand still, laddie. You. Yes. You behind the great shed. Stand still, laddie.
Okay, I'm gonna pause here. Okay, so I know a Pink Floyd song. Isn't it so messed up when you hear a melody of a song you actually know and you're like, this sounds like that song, am I wrong? And then you just realize, oh wait, It's their song. You know what? I'm not even embarrassed or like feeling awkward at this point because listen, I'm in a room by myself. I have no one to laugh at me right now, but I know you're all laughing and that's okay. But just be thankful. I know a Pink Floyd song. So it's interesting because it does sound like a movie soundtrack because it does include a lot of different sounds and a lot of different voices, a lot of people talking. So I feel like you guys are definitely right. I will fully understand this album better once I watch the movie. But yeah, I get the whole we don't need no education, we don't need thought control, all that good stuff. So Another Brick in the Wall, part 2 is Pink Floyd's only #1 hit in both the US and the UK and was a chart topper in at least 6 other countries. Wow, it didn't even peak in Canada. That's so sad. Sorry, boys. Yeah, it was a huge song. It was used in a ton of movies. Maybe you guys can help answer that question because Google's not being my friend today. I'm just curious what movies other than The Wall that this song was in because I know I've heard it in a movie before. But anyways, let's carry on. I'm so glad I know a Pink Floyd song. I can't believe that didn't really click because everyone was like, oh, you probably know Another Brick in the Wall. And then I'm like, no, Another Brick in the Wall? No. But if you say we don't need no education, I would have been like, oh, that song. Guys, I'm not good with song titles, but honestly, even if I heard that, would I have known it was Pink Floyd? No. If I heard it on the radio recently, I would have been singing along, not knowing it was Pink Floyd. I'm sorry. All right, let's continue. We're going to go right into Mother.
Mother, do you think they'll drop the bomb?
Oh my.
Mother, do you think they'll like this song?
Pretty simplistic.
Mother, do you think they'll try to break my balls?
Okay, we're going there.
Mother should have built the wall.
This is giving me Trump vibes before Trump was even a thing.
Mother, should I run for president? Mother, should I trust the government? Mother, will they put me in the firing line?
He has such interesting vocals.
Is it just a waste of time? Hush now, baby, baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna make all of your nightmares come true.
Oh
Mama's
my.
gonna put all of her fears into you. Mama's gonna keep you right here under her wing. She won't let you fly, but she might let you sing. Mama's gonna keep baby cozy and warm. Ooh, babe. Ooh, babe. Ooh, babe, of course Mama's gonna help build the wall.
Interesting.
you think she's good enough? For me?
That was cute.
Mother, do you think she's dangerous? To me? Mother, would she tear your little boy apart? Mother, will she break my heart? Hush, my baby, baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna check out all your girlfriends for you. Mama won't let anyone dirty get through. Mama's gonna wait up until you get in. Mama will always find out where you've been. Mama's gonna keep baby healthy and clean. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. You'll always be baby to me. Mother, did it need to be so high?
Okay, this was like the first song without a little transition. It was like a little fade out. Okay, this is such a cute song, but it's also so weird. Like, it's so strange. It's kind of like Pink Floyd asking his mother a bunch of questions and then her, in a sense, reassuring him, but her responses are wild. Mama's going to make all of your nightmares come true. Mama's going to put all of her fears into you. She won't let you fly, but she might let you sing. Mama's going to check out all your girlfriends for you. Mama will always find out where you've been. It's just a little bit of a helicopter mommy. But yeah, it's an interesting child-mother relationship, that's for sure. So this track is about the character's Pink's relationship with his mother, him looking to her for guidance and advice, her responding by helping him to build the metaphorical wall that will serve to both protect and isolate him from the world. Notice how it switches from mother to mama and points in the song not only referencing the song Hush Little Baby, but signaling a change in perspective from Pink Floyd talking to his mother, reassuring Pink. On the four-sided vinyl version of The Wall, this is the last song on side one, completing the continuous integration of sound and seamless transitions from one track to another. Okay, that's helpful because that makes sense. If the vinyl on side A stops there, that's a pretty clean stop. So yeah, this is a very interesting child, and I've said it once and I'll say it again. Parents are literally responsible for how their kids come out. So just be good parents. Try your best. And I'll do the same. Now we're going to get into Goodbye Blue Sky. Such a pleasant sound to...
Look, Mummy, there's an airplane up in the sky.
Oh, that was so cute. These scents are crazy. God, this is gorgeous. I'm obsessed.
Did you see the frightened ones? Did you hear the falling bombs? Did you ever wonder why we had to run for shelter when the promise of a brave new world unfurled beneath the clear blue sky?
This melody is so pretty. I'm obsessed.
Did you see the frightened ones? Did you hear the falling bombs? The flames are all long gone, but the pain lingers on. Goodbye, blue sky. Goodbye, blue sky. Goodbye.
All right, let me pause, but I think this is my favorite Pink Floyd song. The melody is so gorgeous and the harmonies just make it even better. And yeah, lyrically, it's a little, much, but not much. But you know what I mean. It definitely doesn't go with the happy, beautiful melody. It's more of like a shock lyric with a very pretty melody, and the contrast is amazing. This is such a pretty song. I'm literally adding it to my liked songs on Spotify. This is absolutely stunning. This is literally the epitome of me falling in love with a song. I want to go back and listen to it 1,000 times. Okay, so Roger Waters said, since we compiled the album, I haven't really clearly tried to think my way through it, but I know that this area is very confusing. I think the best way to describe it is as a recap if you like side one, and you could look upon Goodbye Blue Sky as a recap of side one. So yes, it's remembering one's childhood and getting ready to set off into the rest of one's life. Ooh, I like that a lot. It's true because it kind of starts with, the kid going, look, mommy, there's an airplane in the sky. Do not mind my horrible British accent. I just picture this kid and their mom laying on the grass staring at the sky, and, the sky is nice and blue. There's an airplane going by, and then I just see the cloud turning to gray and darkness coming, and then a bomb gets dropped. And you're like, fuck. And that's kind of like my metaphor when I see that visually, as in your childhood is now over. It's time to kind of grow up, which is crazy. I'm obsessed with the acoustic guitar, you guys, and this melody is going to be stuck in my brain forever. This. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm obsessed. Okay, let's go into Empty Spaces. See, I'm hearing like the rumbling of the sky. This is so cool.
call for Mrs. Floyd from Mr. Floyd. Do you accept the charge from the United States? No, he's hung up. Is this your residence? I wonder why he hung up. Is there supposed to be someone else there besides your wife there to answer? Hello? This is United States calling. Are we reaching...
Okay, that's wild. Okay, so obviously I just listened to Empty Spaces and then it went right into Young Lust. So I figured why interrupt it? I'm having some trouble comprehending how this is the same band I've been listening to. This is such a different album, but this album is like so up my alley rather than prior albums. Although Metal was really good, I just like this storyline. I really like how this album is flowing. I like all of the guitar solos in it. I like how the melodies are just kind of more modern in a sense. There's not a lot of crazy shit happening like the other albums. It's not as trippy. It's more, I would say, focused in a sense. I'm just a little like freaked out and over the fact that this is an album and all of these sounds are on the original album and then they turned it into a movie, and I'm just like, it sounds like a movie soundtrack. And obviously that's probably why they made it into a movie, but it's just mind-boggling to me that people in Pink Floyd made this album. It's I just can't put it into words. I just feel like they are geniuses at this point, because this is incredible. I feel like this is the first Pink Floyd full album that I could listen to and jam to and like not be like freaked out or be like, this part's weird or I don't really dig this. So far, I'm digging all of this. So this is really interesting. Okay, let's go into one of my turns and see what happens. The ending of Young Lust is hilarious. Will you accept the charges? And he hung up. See, he keeps hanging up and it's a man answering. Like, I love that. But I also love how this song starts. Like, it's so, you know that they literally made this as an album, because there is no way in hell you would let a song start like that if it was not connecting to another song. You know what I mean? So I love that this band is an albums band. That makes my heart happy, because full length albums that just mesh into each other don't really happen in this day and age. And if they do, and there are some bands that do it, and I'm obsessed with it. So, okay, let's go into one of my turns.
Oh my God, what a fabulous room. Are all these your guitars?
Ooh, a fan?
This place is bigger than our apartment.
Let me know when you're entering a room. Yes, sir.
Can I get a drink of water?
I was wondering
You
about
want
this.
some? Huh?
Yes, sir. Let me hear you when you're getting inside. I have to report to City. I'm over at the news.
Wanna take a bath?
I'll have to find out from Mrs. Bancroft what time she wants to eat. As for her maid, needless to say, she can have her meal in the kitchen. Okay?
What are you watching?
If you'll just let me know as soon as you can when you're with Mrs. Bancroft, or meet Mrs. Bancroft in
Hello?
the dining room. I don't understand.
Are you feeling okay?
Day after day,
Sir, since you just arrived.
love turns gray, like the skin of a dying man. And night after night, we pretend it's all right. But I have grown older, and you have grown colder, and nothing is very much fun anymore. And I can feel one of my twins coming home. I feel cold as a razor blade, tight as a tourniquet, dry as a funeral drum. Run to the bedroom and the suitcase on the left, you'll find my favorite ex. Don't look so frightened, this is just a passing phase, one of my bad days. Would you like to watch TV or get between the sheets or contemplate the silent freeway? Would you like something to eat? Would you like to learn to fly? Would you like to see me try? Would you like to call the cops? Do you think it's time I stopped? Why are you running
Crazy vocals on that one. Wow. Okay, so Roger Waters said, so the idea is that we leapt somehow a lot of years. Obviously, it's literally like he's now this like bona fide rock star, and he's going into his room with like a fan or his girlfriend or something, and she's just so impressed by the room and how the tub is bigger than the apartment, things like that. And he's kind of like lost himself. He's kind of like flipped a switch in a sense.
Flip a switch on a brick and a Come alive in the night time in the clubs of Italy. Tell them I'm dead if you're calling me.
Ray likes to pop in there sometimes, so sorry about that. Yeah, so it's kind of like we went from now it's time to be a grown up, but really you're still like a teenager, but it's like we've jumped like a decade, it feels like. So this is really interesting. So Roger Waters continues saying, from Goodbye Blue Sky through What Shall We Do Now, which doesn't exist on the record anymore. Okay. And Empty Spaces into Young Lust. That's like a show. We've leapt into a rock and roll show, somewhere into our hero's career. And One of My Turns is supposed to be his response to a lot of aggression in his life and not having ever gotten anything together. Although he's married, well, no, he has got things together, but he's been married and he's just splitting up with his wife. And in response, he takes another girl up to his hotel room. Okay, interesting. So this is just a fan that's gone up to his room, although he's married. So that's wild. I feel like we jumped a lot. And that's very interesting that there should be another song on this album called What Shall We Do Now? So I would like to hear that song, but if it doesn't exist and they don't want it to be heard, then totally understandable. Okay, let's go into Don't Leave Me Now. That vocal is so good. I'm so glad it wasn't like a perfect vocal. It just made sense. So I feel like this is going to be a dark song. Apologies for the glasses, guys, but my eyes are killing me. Ooh, it's like a... I hear breathing.
Don't say it's the end of the road. Remember the flowers I sent. I need you, babe, to put through the shredder in front of my friends.
Oh my.
Don't leave me now. How could you go? When you know how I need you, need you, need you. To beat to a pulp on a Saturday night,
Oh my God.
How can you treat me this way? Running away.
All right, I'm going to pause here. This song was horrible, but like in kind of the best way because yes, this is a concept album, it's telling a story. It's kind of like what I pictured Pink Floyd sitting there writing this song because he's really upset, trying to figure out how to sing it, obviously not sounding his best. And then the ending where it kind of goes into like a really pretty version of this song. It's like that was like the final outcome of the version. That's just how I got this song. You know, he was upset. He's just singing what his heart is feeling. And then it kind of clicks into how the song really is supposed to sound or did sound at by the end. And it's a beautiful song. It's just the horrible crazy lyrics are insane. All right, so now we're going to get into Another Brick in the Wall Part 3 and then Goodbye Cruel World. These are both fairly short songs, so I'm just going to let them go. And then we'll get into Disc 2.
This will be what you'd like to know.
I don't need no arms around me. And I don't need no drugs to calm me. I have seen the writing on the wall. Don't think I need anything at all. Don't think I need anything at all.
I love this melody.
All it was, all just bricks in the wall. All it was, just bricks in the wall.
Okay. Bass sounds so cool.
Goodbye, cruel world. I'm leaving you today. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, all you people. There's nothing you can say to make me change my mind.
Ooh,
Goodbye.
crazy. Okay, before we get into the next disc, I guess you could say, that last song, Goodbye Cruel World, is crazy because the music is in this side and his singing is in this side, and it just sounds like he's whispering in your voice, and it was giving me chills. Like, it was so creepy because he's obviously talking about suicide. And so, wow. I'm curious where this is going to go. I really, really am. Okay, well, this has been really, really interesting. I'm actually going to film disc 2 right now, but I figured since this video is long enough, I'm going to release this as a part 1, and then you guys will get part 2 as soon as possible. I'm curious if I should release them both at the same time. I'm not really sure. So if you see them both being, you know, released on the same day, don't be surprised because it just makes sense. I wouldn't want to keep you guys waiting for part 2 because this whole album should be listened to in full. So yeah, I will release them both together, but I'm just doing separate videos. This is not for monetization reasons. Trust me, every single Pink Floyd reaction I've done has been demonetized, shockingly not blocked, but here I am not making any money off of my reactions, which is fine. So yeah, if you do want to support my channel, because I literally make 0 cents off all of my Pink Floyd reactions, you can head over to Patreon and support my channel that way by buying me a coffee or, joining a tier for a month and getting all this content ahead of time. And that just helps me keep this channel going, as well as putting money away for my child's education or whatever she wants to do with it. Because at this point, whatever. All right, guys, I will see you in part 2. I hope you enjoyed this so far, and I will make sure the link appears over here so you can click right into it.